This simulation allows you to mimic screen-based deal-making in a bilateral manner. Actually, it concerns broker-supported transacting in the OTC markets. Even though in the over-the-counter market, bespoke products are transacted, and thus tailored contracts are entered into, lots of OTC deals concern relatively generic agreements that are traded so often that these can be considered standard contracts, at least in terms of most terms and conditions. And if there are standard contracts, it might be worth showing the pricing thereof in a somewhat transparent manner or somehow centralized, for instance, on screen. In the end, some bilateral deal-making takes place verbally by meeting in person, while other transactions are concluded via chat or on the phone, whereas another portion of the deals are made on screen. The aim of this simulation is to learn that brokers use advertisement screens to promote their client orders and even use trading screens to execute orders on behalf of their clientele. And because over-the-counter trading in the OTC markets is often supported by brokers, with this simulation, you will be shown that with screen-based OTC trading, typically the brokerage firm's names are indicated by their initials. So obviously the orders to buy and the orders to sell are shown on screen, but out of this central platform, it is not shown who these market participants are, but just by which brokerage firm they are represented. Each brokerage firm may operate its own advertisement screen on which they project the orders from their clientele to buy or sell, but if the orders of various brokerage firms are all placed on a single screen, you get an integrated market with aggregated order books to form a single order book per product or contract. And that is basically what you see here. This explains why on screen you may see a bid by a market participant that is represented by a certain brokerage firm, while you may also see an offer whereby this order to sell originates from another market participant represented by another brokerage firm. In this simulation, to simply, on screen you will be shown and you can transact only two standard forward contracts. Identify the brokers showing their respective client orders. In the column Code, you will be able to spot the three letters, whereby each three-letter combination represents a certain brokerage firm. Now, it must be noted that in reality, a trader is only mandated by its control function to trade with counterparties that have been approved by the employer. This onboarding of a counterparty typically results in a master agreement between the two parties, which concerns a framework with all non-commercial terms to facilitate all future transactions between those parties, assuring that not every time they have to negotiate on all these details again. So, in order to transact, there is need for a master agreement with that party. So, when a trader sees a price on screen that is attractive, this trader needs to know whether he or she is allowed to trade with the party that is behind that price, or that order. And if there is no master agreement, a deal cannot be made. If order data in the order book are shown with a specific color, it may indicate that even though the price may be appealing you, as a trader are not allowed to transact again that order, as the indicator of that order is not approved by your company. In this case, meaning that you have no master agreement in place with this party. Furthermore, as a trader, you are only mandated to transact against an order shown on screen if that order is from a market participant with whom your employer has entered into a master agreement and they have not exceeded the credit limit that your risk management function has set. However, if it is the case that the order data in the order book represents a party who has exceeded your firm's credit risk limit, this will be shown by means of a specific color, obviously being another color than just talked about regarding the lacking of a master agreement. Altogether, on screen, you may see data like numbers and text in different colors, and different colors indicate specifics. One color may mean there is not a master agreement in place with the party that is responsible for that order. Another color may mean that there is a master agreement in place, but currently the credit limit with that party has been exceeded so that you are not allowed to sell more to them than currently has been done so far, while these positions are still open and are thus unsettled. First, this counterparty of yours has to make payment to lower the open exposure. Only thereafter, the temporary trading stop will be lifted and you can continue to trade with them.